This is ANN News Brief.
Good morning, I am Olajumoke Olatunji. All 157 passengers on board the ill-fated Ethiopian Airlines flight that crashed on Sunday have been pronounced dead. The Boeing 737 MAX 8 plane crashed minutes after takeoff from Addis Ababa at 8:30 a.m. local time. About 14 minutes later, the plane lost contact with the control tower. This crash has raised questions about the safety of the Boeing 737 MAX 8, a new model that also crashed in Indonesia in October. Ethiopian Airlines Chief Executive Tewod Gabriel Mariam told the news conference that the pilots had mentioned he had difficulties and that he wanted to return. He said there were no survivors. Passengers from 33 countries were said to have been on board. A spokesperson for the United States National Transportation Safety Board says the agency is sending 4 persons to assist in the aftermath of the fatal Ethiopian Airlines crash. The U.S. Federal Aviation Administration is also monitoring developments concerning the crash. In a statement, the FAA says it will join the NTSB in its assistance with Ethiopian Civil Aviation Authority to investigate the crash. We'll be back after this message. Please stay with us.
This used to be me. But that was before I got the perfect bag. It's handy and easy to use. All I need in one compact space, just like my MTN Extra Value plan. I used to get one plan for my calls and then try to remember which data plan worked for me. Roaming was a totally different ballgame. Not anymore. I've got the MTN Extra Value all-in-one plan. If you're a data buff like me, you get extra data with some talk time. And if you like to make calls, you get extra talk time with some data. And when I'm abroad, I automatically browse, chat, and call right on the same plan. MTN Extra Value was made just for me.
More of data or calls, whichever one you prefer. MTN Extra Value is made just for you.
Welcome back. A Malawi official said on Sunday the number of those killed in flooding in the southern part of the country now stands at 28. At the same time, the number of those affected has doubled. Spokesman for Malawi's Department of Disaster Management in the Ministry of Homeland Security, Chipiliro Kamula, says the 28 deaths had been recorded by Saturday. More than 120 are said to have been injured. Kamula said more than 45,000 homes, translating to more than 20,000 persons have been affected. Malawi's President Arthur Mutharika has declared a state of disaster in the region late on Friday after the storm caused rivers to break their banks. Villages were left underwater. In some areas, power and water supplies were knocked out. That's CNN News Brief. Thanks for watching. For details on this and other stories, visit the website cnnafrica.net. Also join the conversation on Facebook, facebook.com/ANN Africa TV. Instagram and Twitter at ANN Africa TV. I am Olajumoke Olatunji.